Okay, hey there, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome me back. I'm back. Let me move the talking head just a little bit. Yeah. All right, I'm back on the air. So, if anybody doesn't know, I missed Wednesday and Friday of last week because Monday started to come down with some seasonal allergies, and they just kicked my ass for a week. But I'm just about back to full form. Not quite there yet. I still got some lingering congestion. So there will be some coughing, there will be some sniffing, all that kind of good stuff. So warned in advance. But beyond that, I think things are working. Looks like all my settings are still good. Face cam is face camming, audio is audioing, chat is chatting. So yeah, we should be good. But yeah, it's been a week. I haven't played the Cataclysm in a week. I hope I remember how. We'll see. Hey, Solar. Able to show up for the stream today? Cool. Yeah, thing about the bits is I think starting tomorrow, it's Subtober. So they have various bonuses for sub stuff. So I think it's 50% sub rates. You can get like tier 1 subs for $2.50 instead of $5. The creators like me still get the full payment. So it's a way of helping out. And I think they also give a 10% bonus or boost to bits that are tipped. So good times, good times. That all starts tomorrow though, not today. But yeah, I'm glad you were able to make it. So how do you play this game? I'm out of practice. It's been a week, but we'll see.
You're back.
Hey there, X Blue. Yeah, I'm back. There will be some coughing. Hopefully my voice holds out. This will be the first real talking of any quantity I've done in about a week. So hopefully it lasts the whole session. We'll see. I may have to bail early depending, but I'll just keep clearing my throat and we'll keep rolling along. Yeah, so I haven't played in a week. I did update the experimental version, so we are now up to build 9577. There have been some changes, one of which you can see on the screen here with these skill category breakdowns. I guess they're okay. I think personally I would have preferred just an alphabetical list that stayed alphabetical at all times, regardless of what the skill levels were. I was never a fan of it moving the skills around based on what level they were and having the highest at the top. And or making it an option, having like 3 different settings, like highest skill to the top, highest skill to the bottom, alphabetical. I mean, give us some choices. So, so I'm not real sure I like this because I mean these lines themselves are pushing 4 different skills off the bottom of the list that I could otherwise see. So it's forcing me more often to have to come over here and hit the down key a million times in order to see the bottom of the list. Like Spellcraft is off the bottom of the list. I really don't care about subs or throwing or bartering or speaking, but it'd be nice if I could see Spellcraft without having to scroll this list. That's a lot of key presses for me to come over here and do that. But probably if it was alphabetical, Spellcraft would be off the bottom of the list also. So, I don't know. It's not bad, but I wish there was an option. I wish you could change the styling, like with the category breakdowns, without the category breakdowns, alphabetical, something. So hopefully at some point in the future we get some options. More tailoring of the interface. I'm a fan of players' ability to modify the interface to their personal preferences. So, yeah, other than that, this is William Ashley. Welcome back, William Ashley, Unwilling Mutant. We are still running the Dead Evil 2 scenario, or situation, or challenge, and this is the fourth evening, or stream of this particular challenge. So we're getting down there. We're on day 45. Our game world is so chock full of super big nasty mutants, it is, it is unfortunate. Even with the gear and stuff I've got, I'm still, I hesitate to go near towns. It's just so many super evolved zombies that it's rough. We're not there to be able to just kind of waltz our way through there yet, or probably ever at the rate they're evolving. But we're still working through. So last I remember, and I checked right before we got started here, we're hanging out in our van in a little tiny town of, what town are you? Vienna. We're hanging out in Vienna. we were just tooling down the road, and we stopped here because it was lightly populated, and I needed a few minor items, so we stopped in here. Mainly, I was looking for the solar batteries out of this vehicle. That way we can get fully charged up and have our various gear working well without any power problems. Especially our autoclave that we haven't really been able to put to use yet. So that was the main goal. But in clearing the town and clearing the houses, we discovered this lonely little house up here has a basement, and inside there are labs. We've got labs in there. So, yeah, that's exciting. So we cleared just a very small section of that first level of that lab, and then we ran back here, and that's kind of where we're at right now. So I'm not sure where my day-night cycle is. I don't remember exactly if we're going to need to sleep soon. Well, I guess we are. We're tired. So I need to go find a place to sleep. I don't want to do it in the vehicle. Maybe I'll pop down to the lab. I'll have to think about that. But we need to sleep, and when the sun comes up, I need to finish the mods to the vehicle. No, it didn't kill me. I'm pretty familiar with the seasonal allergy hay fever thing that I get. I've probably gotten a bad dose of it 20 out of the last 30 years or so. So I know how to handle it and how to take care of myself. It's still not fun. It's bad, but I know what to expect at least and how to manage it. So we're just about there. Not quite there yet. Another few days. Probably, I don't know. By the end of the week, I'll have it fully cleared up. But unfortunately, the tail end of it sticks with me forever. It seems to last weeks sometimes, where I've just got this slow trickle down the back of my throat into my lungs. It just goes on and on and on. It's really annoying. So hopefully it's not too distracting. But there will be more coughing and clearing of the throat this evening. All right, but my energy levels are good, my voice is good, all that stuff. So I think we'll make it. What else? So yeah, that's our map. We're basically just kind of driving. We're looking for locations for the magic books, so I can locate the Necronomicon, and then we have to locate a mine that has the particular finale that we need, the Amigara Fault finale. And I think that might be a problem, given the number of farmhouses that are spawning in places where we would normally get those other locations. It's a bit of a pain. But you can see we've done some traveling. We've gotten some pretty good views and map exploration done. But at the moment, we're just kind of driving. So currently, we're working our way down this way. We found a lab with yet another obligatory attached anthill. We ignored that one, and we're just kind of rolling our way to the west here. We did check out the LMOE shelter. We kind of peeked up here at these and then decided not to and moved on. Couldn't quite get a view of the rest of the city up there, but there were no used bookstores for magic books or magic shops that I could see. So we decided to switch directions and head this direction. And I'm kind of stymied in this direction because we've got a big river that I think is going to cut me off north to south, given the way I see this stuff set up. So there's another bridge right there. So I'm not sure I can get over here to New Ipswich. So once we're done in this town little area here, we got some more endpoints to check out. But once we're done in this town area, I'll have to do some thinking about where we're going to go. That's the map. That's the situation there. We do have a really nice vehicle that's a little less nice than it was after some owlbear squishing. The owlbear partially squished my vehicle. The second owlbear. We got the first one no problem, but yeah, that second one, that was really annoying. So we're here for a few reasons. We've got a tire to mount. We've got... Oh, that's right. They changed some stuff about tires, too. Tires and wheel mounts. I'm gonna have to think or figure out how that works probably now, too. Now, all of a sudden, because I updated, I'm not going to have what I need to get this fixed, probably. It's going to be funny. I'll laugh, and then I'll cry. But we didn't quite get the storage batteries dismounted and mounted either. So, but the vehicle itself is looking pretty good. We've got heavy frame. We've got the storage capacity, the cargo spaces, welding unit, kitchen unit, an autoclave, and a workbench with our UPS or our recharger station. So pretty much everything I need to do what I need to do in a decent size. A little bit larger than I'm used to, but not bad. So we're doing good on all that stuff. We got a lot of crap. We got some decent gear. There's our inventory for anybody that hasn't seen it yet. Of most special note is we do have the light amp goggles, low light goggles. That makes doing labs and doing nighttime stuff so much easier. So, yeah, gonna be good times. But that's what we're rolling around in. Basic survivor gear with a heavy helmet and some accoutrements. I'm still just using the hiking backpack that allows me to also attach items to it. That's plenty of space. I'm not picking up all that much stuff nowadays with as far in as we are. And we do have a scout rifle. We've got an okay supply of caseless ammo, but I'm hoping to find some more barracks inside that lab we've got here to re-up my 8x40 ammo supply. And on our holsters, we've got the RM232 and the auto mag. So 2 Rivtech pistols, Rivtech scout rifle. I think I've got the battle rifle as well, but I typically just roll around with the scout rifle. Not too much. A fully loaded scout rifle is gonna have problem dropping for those things where I bother to pull a gun out. And then battle axe for our melee. So there you go. We're doing pretty well. We're at the top of the list on most of the important crafting skills. So 10 electronics, 11 fab. I love how survival's in here among crafting skills. It's like, okay, I guess maybe up to level 3 it's a crafting skill. Beyond that, I can't think of anything I've ever needed to craft above level 3 survival. Maybe there's something important up there and I just never bothered to use it. Yeah, computers 8, first aid 8, all that good stuff. A couple more levels. I need 1 more level of mechanics if I ever plan on putting any armor on this thing, but I probably won't bother. Alright, so autoglaive. No, it's the autoclave. It's right here above me. Whoops, right there. So that is the autoclave. It's a special device used to sterilize items. It's used in the CBM process nowadays. You have to do a lot with CBMs to actually get them, clean them, and then actually get them usable for reimplantation. So, yeah, you'll see it here in a bit. Right now, I don't have the power to do it, which is one reason why we're here, is so I can get the storage batteries, because that sucker takes a massive amount of power to run. So, I can't do it with the 1 storage battery I've currently got. We've zeroed out this damaged one. I'll have to chuck that one, and then we'll get I think that car here has 2 clean ones, and once I get those 2 installed we should have enough power. But I'll have to look for some power gen. I don't have solar. I don't have the alternator. Driving around is not going to stay ahead of an autoclave power draw. So I might have to knuckle under and put some solar panels on this thing, or I don't know, put a mini reactor in it or something. We'll see. But I got to get the power in, then we'll try the autoclave once, see just how big a draw it is off the battery power, and then we'll go from there. Where does the game take place? Take place in imaginary New England. In the, I guess they've got it set in present times now. Used to be it was set 40 years into the future, but they've got it more, I think, dialed back to near current times. But yeah, it's set officially in New England. Alright, let's do a final chat check, and we'll get rolling here. Hey there, Solar. I did not get the Twitch partnership. They said, hey, everything's looking great. Channel's awesome. Keep growing. We just want to see some more longer-term consistent numbers, which is fair. That's fair. We jumped pretty fast into the category of being able to qualify, so there wasn't a lot of info there for them to evaluate. So I'm fine with it. It didn't disappoint me too much. I mostly expected that answer for my first attempt. So we'll make another submission here in probably a couple of months. I'm going to wait a little bit before I make another submission. Yeah, we've got a Vienna road map, but I've already got all the local roads mapped in, so that's not going to do any good. Alright. Yeah, I think we're all set. So, let's go ahead and get moving. Oh, one other big change did occur, if you aren't aware. Turrets. Turrets just went through another big change. So, be careful with turrets. They're now different from the last time I talked about them. They've moved to a more real-world realistic mode or model, to some extent. They're now called Crows M249. One uses the M249 and the other uses the Barrett. So they've moved up in damage potential because they're a higher caliber. There's no more 9mm turrets that you can just wear certain parts of armor for and shrug them off. Now the lowest level turrets fire in a 5.56 round. So that's got a lot more punch, so make sure you reevaluate your armoring before you blithely step in the path of a turret. And the other one, what used to be the mil-spec turret, now fires the M2 Browning, so that's a 50 cal. So yeah, be really careful about that one. I'm not sure if there is 3 different types now. It used to be the turret, the mil-spec, and the anti-material. I didn't look at the thing close enough, and I haven't played in game yet, but I only remember seeing in the PR for it 2 different kinds that I remember, and that was the 2 that I just mentioned. So ranges have bumped, so the lowest level turret now fires out to 30 range, and the M2 fires out to 34 in my testing. I think it's intended to be 35, but for whatever reason it's shooting at 34. So yeah, just be aware. They still only have the 4 night vision. So everything else about them is pretty much the same in how to handle them. They're still easy to kill if you can get up close to them and you can see them when they can't see you. So just beware of light, and range can now be a bit more of a factor given the extension to the normal turret. It basically more than doubled its range, so you won't be able to stand easily at 15 range and plank it with a pistol, for example. It's going to take a lot more firepower or a long gun to really take care of it in the light. So just be careful, be cautious, tiptoe around those turrets until you got some experience with them. I think that was the only other major one I remember in the changelog notes over the last week. A number of other changes I'm sure I'm going to run into, and we'll evaluate them when they show up. But that's the one I remember most, so be careful about that. Alright, so I need to let's get some water. Let's have, not a chunk of meat or a chunk of fat. We'll just have a couple of peanuts. And do I have bandaging on? I do have disinfectant bandage on 2. I've got 3 heavily damaged. I can't stand that I can't really tell what's actually... I mean, that I can guess is left leg. I'm going to guess left leg head. So left arm is what needs some attention. I need to get some left arm attention, and we'll let the rest go. So let's go with left arm. Alright, so we got the major damaged ones fixed up. Now, if you're not aware, old William Ashley here is running imperceptive healer trait, so super slow healing. I mean, no kidding, slow healing. It's the slowest you can get. It's the normal slow healing rate that they change things to, and then you get 10% of that number. So it's ridiculously slow healing. So if you're wondering why I'm freaking out about that damage mount, that would be why. I won't even come close to healing that damage for a full night's sleep. Alright, so I need to pick a place to sleep. I don't think I want to do it in my vehicle. I have cleared the town, but stuff's likely to spawn because of Wanderspawns, and I'd rather not be sitting here in the vehicle and have them start to try to dig their way in. I'm always kind of torn on the subject. It really depends on whether you're playing with Z levels on or off, whether it's a good idea, but sometimes I like to when I've got a vehicle with a decent amount of strength to it, just because I wake up as soon as they bang on it and I can go out and take care of it immediately. But I think I'm going to pop back over here. I can't remember the layout of the lab that we're going through and whether there's a spot where I might be able to sleep. So let's pop back down here. There's the dead turrets. No, I've got a way around that. I've got no easy sleeping spot up here in this first area. Hey there, Mr. Mole Rat. Full of bullet holes. Alright, we got stuff making noise. No bedrooms or anything like that located so far either. Alright, let's just stay above ground and we'll deal with the Wanderspawns. Even Wanderspawns are pretty scary at the evolution factor that's going on right now. We'll just hole up in a bedroom, get all the windows and doors closed. We've got 1 pillow, that should be enough. Yeah. Alright, so we've got our body parts Bandaged and disinfected, the ones that are most damaged at least, those 3. Yeah, I'm lucky if I get even a quarter of a bar. Quarter to half of a bar with a full night's sleep. So, we'll see what happens here. Let's go... What have I got? Nothing in my hands currently. Let's sleep with our battle axe cradled in our hands here. Alright, off to sleep we go. Tossing and turning. I was tired. I mean, it's tossing and turning stuff. Yeah, they added a fairly high chance for raw fat to give you parasites nowadays. So, you can't just chug it down like I've done. I think that was directed straight at me, by the way. Possibly it wasn't, but in a very recent challenge, I was chugging down fat, just like crazy. I had a hypermetabolism character, hypermetabolism carnivore, that just went on a fat diet. He was consuming like 30,000 calories of fat a day to get himself out of an underweight status. So, I abused the fat mechanic, or the fat food stuff, pretty hard during that run. Alright, so we're going to have some stuff outside, probably. Huge boomer, I'm not, not worried about. Feral predator! Like I said. Oh, man. Feral predator. Wake up in the morning, step outside to the nice, crisp, clean air, and get jumped on by a predator. And a grappler zombie, which is not a high-end upgrade, but it is an upgrade. So, yeah, I'm scared of Wanderspawns. Normally, they don't bother me because they're usually lower end, but now, for some reason, Wanderspawns are showing up as just full-on, brutal, nasty stuff. And that's a change. That's different than it used to be. I don't know where or when the change happened or what might have triggered it if it was not intended. But it used to be Wanderspawns would just trickle in low-level zombies, which would then have to go through the evolution process. But, man, Wanderspawns in those last couple runs have just been dropping ferals and Kevlar hulks and all sorts of nasties on me. Because this area was completely clear. I mean, we had this entire town completely cleared. It's not like a horde wandered in from some other location while I slept. So, yeah, predator, huh? Alright, we're not going to mess with the predator, meaning I'm going to shoot him in his face. We're going to put some holes in his face, and, because I don't want to get my stuff ripped up. They're still pretty dangerous, so we're just going to go straight to the scout rifle. Alright, has he seen me yet? He has not seen me yet. He's 34 away. What kind of numbers am I going to get? I'm going to have to go through the window. 45 and 14. I only need a couple shots. Could drop him in one if we get a headshot, so I think I'll let him come to me. Plus, it'll let me see what else is out here. Could be he's just the first in a huge pile of big nasties. Sprogs. Nah, still the predator is pretty much the only thing to worry about. So, we'll let him come at me a bit. I just need to make sure I plant and start aiming before he gets close enough to leap at me. I think that's where I'm going to have to wait. So, fire you. Let's just build it up manually. Alright, 100% aim. 56% head chance. I think if I get a headshot, he's going to drop in one. Maybe. But I might have to get one more shot off. Yeah, 100 points. Critical. Headshot. Down he goes. Alright, let's go ahead and switch back. Reload, actually. I don't care. Now I'll switch back to the Battle Axe. And a zombie master shows up. Like I said, I don't know what's going on. These Wanderspawns are just vicious now. Master by himself isn't all that big a deal. Of course, he's going to turn that grappler into a wrestler 2 seconds before I engage him. That's what's going to happen. Come here, you. I got to chop you up. Oh, drop. Backpack. Alright, miss is not the way to start a fight. So, we got our fangs into him for 19. We smashed him for 48. And then we fanged him again, kicked him for 28. Down he goes. Nothing else too dangerous so far. What the heck is going on with all the missing? Stamina can't afford that. Alright, crawling zombie is the last. Looks like it. Alright, think we're clear again. But yeah, feral predator and a master in the Wanderspawn pool. That's different. I'm not used to seeing that kind of nonsense. Alright, so got all my gear back. Show me corpses. I didn't get a couple of them. Those are old corpses. How are you not pulped? You definitely need to get pulped. What is with all these guys not being pulped? No way I forgot to pulp all these guys. How come I haven't gotten back up again? I am confused. Alright, show me just corpses, please. Show me corpses. Travel to corpse. Same spot. Show me corpses. Travel to corpse. So anybody wondering what the hell I'm doing, I have a quick tip on it. There's a travel to feature. So, for example, if I bring up the list of stuff... Oh, I thought there was one more on the list. I must be either out of sight of it or something. But if you bring up a list like this for the view menu, you can highlight something and press the T key, and it'll travel right to that location. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, there was one way over there. Oops. So if I highlight that, hit the T key, it travels right to it. When you've got just massive pile of corpses or things like that, then you're either trying to find corpses to pulp or you're trying to find specific items. It's helpful. I don't use it really often, but if I've got just a massive pile, like all of this stuff, and all I want is the 5.56 ammo that's sitting right there, then I can jump right to it. Grab the ammo. So, it's a neat feature. Almost nobody knows about it unless they happen to have watched my quick tip on it. But yeah, look at that. Look at that amazing hit point growth that we had during the night. Full 8 hours of sleep, and it barely changed. Gotta love Imperceptive Healer. Alright, so got my backpack, got my gear, got all the corpses pulped, even the ones that I could swear I pulped yesterday. We need to get our work done on the vehicle first, so let's do that. So we've got a wheel. We've got the engine crane mounted and ready to go. But they changed how wheels work, so yeah, look at this. Hub assembly. What the hell's a hub assembly? That is what the wheel snaps onto. So, am I going to have to make a hub assembly? I'm going to have to put on a hub assembly. You bastards! They added stuff. Hub assembly steerable, huh? Hopefully they're pretty generic. You got a hub assembly? Yes, you got a hub assembly. What do I need to rip one off? I gotta bring my tool over. Jacking 3? Oh, I gotta take the wheel off first. Let's see, is that what stopped me? I didn't have a jack with me? Yeah, this should fix it regardless. And remove hub assembly. 10 minutes, no problem. Alright, so we got the hub assembly. I guess while we're here... Where does this thing keep the batteries? Oh, it keeps them up front. That's right. Alright, while we're here, we'll grab the storage batteries. 2 pristine condition, fully charged storage batteries. A beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. We'll use our engine crane to lift those out. Oh yeah. And solar panels. I guess I really need to. Or do I just wait? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until at least I can find the upgraded solar panels off of a solar car. Alright, so we got all the stuff we need. We got our hub assembly, our wheel, and our 2 storage batteries. Next up, let's go with getting the wheel in first. Install. Hub assembly steerable, because it's a front wheel. Tool jacking 16. Really? That's going to demand a bottle jack. Now, I do not have a bottle jack laying around. None in the local vehicles. This one, if I remember right, is a the other jack, the scissor jack, yeah. Nowhere near big enough. They're gonna make me forge a bottle jack, the bastards. Really don't want to. Oh, bottle jack, please! Screwdriver. That is not a bottle jack. Nothing in that other vehicle. Uh-oh, tough zombie. You want some of this, tough zombie? Yeah, just single tough zombies, fine. So, fangs for 20, kick for 28, and mutilate for 52. What did you bring me? Nothing, nothing. Engagement ring I could pop a diamond out of. Take the pistachios. Trying to remember, do I have a laptop? I think I have a laptop already. Correct, autoclave is the only way to sterilize CBMs nowadays. You have to kill a zombie that has CBMs, then you have to get lucky and successfully dissect the CBM out of the zombie. It comes out broken, and I forget the term, but it's not broke, but it needs adjustment, and filthy. So you have to mend it. You have to have certain tools to mend it first. Then you have to have a sponge or a washing kit, or a washing machine, apparently, or dishwasher, something like that. And you can clean it with that initially, so it's not filthy anymore. Then you have to stuff it into an autoclave pouch, and then you have to run it through the autoclave device, which takes a huge amount of power. And once you've got all that done, then you will have a CBM that you can, via the normal autodock surgery process, actually install and use. I'm going to have to make a bottle jack. 5 hours. Good portion of my day. And if I make this vehicle any heavier, the bottle jack won't work. It'll go to 17 jacking quality. I'm going to laugh when I put on the wheel and the hub assembly. Or I'm going to put the hub assembly on. Then it's going to tell me the vehicle is so heavy I need 17 jacking to put the wheel on. That's going to make me laugh. That'll be funny. Alright, get it done. Let's see how many times I get interrupted by Wanderspawns while I try to do this. Hopefully the answer is 0. I'm going to have another day go by where I don't get all my work done. It's going to get annoying. Listener zombie. Ignore the listener zombie. Finish your work. Alright, so we got our bottle jack. Drop that out here with the rest of the stuff for the moment. Let's go kill this thing. Which part of the screen is not showing to you? Nobody else has mentioned anything. Let me go look at a different broadcast here. No, showing everything on my side. Oh, no, it's not quite. Yeah, it is missing just the very corner of the right side. Why is it doing that? Supposedly I had everything lined up. Alright. 1 second here. I might have to do some fiddling because that's pretty annoying. What are you doing to me, game? That's interesting. It's gonna look weird for a second while I try to... What the heck did you do to me, game? Alright. I think that might have got it. Yeah, somewhere it resized my window on me. I even checked it before I got started, so I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe I accidentally clicked and dragged when I shouldn't have. Alright. Everything, I think, looks good to me now, so... Let me move some windows back around here so I can see what I'm doing again. Alright. Thanks for letting me know. What was I yakking about? I can't remember. It's already 4 o'clock. Try one more time. This will be like the 4th time I've tried to get this wheel on. Hub assembly, steerable. 36 minutes. And get our... It's not showing me a wheel. I'm standing next to a wheel. There's a 24-inch wide wheel steerable there. I'm not seeing any other parts that are necessary. Oh, alright. So it shows there. Not showing steerable though. Yeah, it's not quite the way it's supposed to be. Some's not working the way it's supposed to. Hub assembly steerable, hub assembly steerable. 24-inch wide wheel steerable, 24-inch wide wheel. Wouldn't give me a steerable option. And it changes the graphic design because of that as well. Are there different sizes for the hubs? And how would you know? It just says hub assembly. This particular one is fit for normal car wheels. Your vehicle needs at least 1 set of steerable wheels to turn. This one's fit for normal car wheels. It's exact same information for both. When you removed it, it stated, well, the description here is identical between the 2 different units. This section here is reading exactly the same on this side. Oops. and this side. There's no difference in this information. I'm concerned it's not going to work right without the steerable tag on it. Or is the wheel steerable redundant or irrelevant now that the hub assembly is steerable? And this is showing me the old way versus the new way. I don't really know. I don't know anything about this change. I'm gonna leave it alone for the moment. We'll see what happens. I may go into the I may debug the hammer space and fiddle with some things. Full science, because something's not looking right. So if I go over to the truck over here and take a look at the wheel assembly, so it just says hub assembly steerable. So it's got the exact same description, exact same indicator here. So let's do some debug. Come here, you! Mutate! Give me some hammer space. I want to be hammer spaced. Alright, come here, you. Remove wheel, remove hub assembly. Medium hub assembly. 24-inch wide wheel. So it's the exact same wheel I've got on my current vehicle. So I can't, I mean, I see that it says medium, but I think it'll say medium on my own vehicle if I took it off as well. So, I'm not sure if this is a problem in that I've updated an existing world and it's trying to have it both ways, old rules and new rules, or something else. So I'm going to leave this alone. We'll actually try to drive and we'll see. Let's get rid of hammer space. If you're not aware of the hammer space mutation, then you're not watching my quick tip videos. The hammer space mutation allows you to do any crafting, vehicles, regular crafting, without any time going by, without any requirements for skills, without any requirements for materials. It just instantly happens. So that's why whenever I do science stuff, I do the debug, or do the hammer space. You could disassemble or even build an entire vehicle in no time at all if you just give yourself the hammer space mutation. So... yeah, but I don't see a difference, so let's not do that quite yet. Let's finish the other stuff. Alright, I want to get rid of this storage battery. And I want to move that storage battery so it's not going to be considered in any of the workings of the vehicle. Alright, install new storage battery. And... should be able to do one. That's the other one. I don't want one on the exterior. Put one right on the autoclave. That seems appropriate. Alright, so now we've got 3 storage batteries. That may or may not be enough. This autoclave is just a beast. We'll see. But I think that gets everything installed. So I'm down to my bottle jack and my crane. And then the mystery that is this wheel. What else was on that corner? Heavy duty frame, plate assembly. Oh, that's the other stuff sitting right here. Yeah. Alright, so... we've got the frame, the plating, the headlight, the wheel. Frame, plating. We need the mirror. I don't have the mirror here. Can't remember if I stowed any. Apparently I did not. No mirrors laying around. No vehicles with mirrors. Alright, well, we'll be without the mirror then. What else? Headlights. I think we got everything else on there. It just looks weird. Now we're missing something else. Quarter panel. This is the quarter panel. Oops. I want that one, please. Alright, so the wheel's covered up now. I'm still a little nervous about that wheel, why the wheel not showing the steerable, but yeah, we'll see. Alright, let's grab up our bottle jack. Take this apart or leave it up for now. Steerable wheels are mostly no more. Alright, so it's trying to have it both ways then. It's because I've got an existing world that crossed over the update, so this is showing me the old version with the steerable tag. This is the way they'll look nowadays with the hub assembly being steerable and the wheel just being attached. I kind of figured that was probably what was going on, so I think I'll just go ahead and disassemble this while we've got light too. That way we're all set to go. Yeah, I guess I could have gone around the other way. Alright, frame and cantilever, and the bottle jack. Now we're mostly just down to a big old repair job. We've got power for it. But I really, really, really want to see just how much damn power this is going to use. I've got nothing sitting in the autoclave currently. How does that feel? There we go. That's what I needed to do. That didn't seem like the right amount. Alright, so we'll do muscle log. Muscle log and time not time dilation, targeting system. Activate wash kits. Erg. Where'd you go, wash kit? You up front? All. Inventory. Reset. There it is. Sure where it wandered off to. Alright, so we've washed them. Now we have just faulty instead of filthy and faulty. Next thing we have to do is activate them. Can't self-install. Go to inventory, I mean. Then go to mend. 45 minutes. Ooh, more time, more time. 6:20. Yeah, I want to get at least one of these done. So this is the muscle log. Sure. 45 minutes of washing. Now we've got the muscle log CBM. Next thing we have to do is grab an autoclave pouch. Activate the autoclave pouch to throw in the muscle log CBM. Drop it on the autoclave. So it now shows muscle log, CBM, packed. And activate the autoclave. 1.5 hours. We're at 2676, 99.99. Turn on the autoclave, and it starts its cycle. And when is it going to pull the battery charge? I guess during its processing, it's going to be drawing power constantly. Alright, we'll see what it's at when it's done. So it's going to take 1.5 hours for that. That's... Which AAA guide? Yay, it was the good AAA guide. We got the Anarchist guide. So there's 2 AAA guides, if you weren't aware. One of them is the Automotive Association of America guide, which has not much use. But this is the AAA guide. That is the tourist-centric guide to the points of interest throughout the country. This particular copy is apparently the Anonymous Anarchist Annual. It seals a wealth of ways to stick it to the man, along with plenty of advice for avoiding police. So it's got lots of fun recipes like RDX, EMP grenades, ANFO charges, scrambler grenades, rocket fuel, lots of cool stuff. So don't pass up AAA guides until you know which one you've got. And then Beautiful Springtime is another martial art. We've got a few of those. We've got Krav Maga we haven't learned yet. We've got Taekwondo we haven't learned yet. We've got Beautiful Springtime. Let's go ahead and learn that while we're here. Alright, 7:13. It's about time to head back into the lab. Let's do a quick test of the vehicle's driving here, just to make sure. Seems fine. Not run over any bikes or scooters. We learned that lesson a while back. Alright, so House of the North is our laboratory. Let's go park right up here. Yeah, let's park as if we're about to have to get away. Alright. You haven't come across an owlbear? They're fairly common. Do any amount of driving and you should run across one. They're not shy. They don't just hide. Alright, tons of gear, sitting at 100 out of 116 weight. That's a bit of an issue. I'm still carrying around my pickaxe and all this other heavy stuff. Let's dump the washing kits. It's not that much stuff I'm picking up anymore, so I'm not too worried about the weight limit. Until I hit a barracks and I have all these bullets to pull out. I think we're just going to head right back in. I've got my goggles with me. I do have my goggles. Got plenty of power for it. Plenty of reloads. Carrying EMP grenades just in case we get an odd circumstance. Alright. Head back in. So I have done the very beginning of this one. Hey, Mr. Mole Rat. That's a sad mole rat. So this is all we know. This is the only parts we've done. We hit a barracks right there, and that was the last thing we did. We cleared that barracks. So we know we've got the outer edge right up in this corner here. So we can go this way, we can go that way. I think I'm just going to go over here to the east, see if we can find the eastern edge. Let's go with... First take off the goggles. Throw on the light amp. I think I remember there was a message about something being changed on items that provide light, but I don't know if I couldn't figure out if it directly impacted things like the goggles. But we'll find out. We're at 1:32. I wait 5 minutes. 1:32. Now, seems like they're still going to last quite a while. Another endpoint. Cool. Oh no, not another barracks. Footsteps. Any other noise? Just footsteps. Alright. That could be easy footsteps, could be hard footsteps. Please don't shock me. Please don't shock me. Alright, we got it disabled. Die, stupid computer. Alright, our retreat path is fairly clear. Let's go close this up. Alright, for anybody new to the game, always, if you're about to open up a barracks or a bionic vault or anything like that, and you're not sure what you're going to meet on the other side, control your retreat path. Make sure you got a clean retreat path, you know your routes, you know where you can and can't go safely, and you don't have any light. It's very, very important. Monitor your light. So, for example, right now, I'm in the complete dark. I killed the computer after I hacked the door. So I first hacked the door open, then I trashed the computer because the computer provides ambient light in the spaces around it. And then I went back and I closed this door after moving the bodies out of the doorway so that no light was spilling through from this room that has tons of light. That way I know nothing's going to spotlight me or highlight me as I'm backing up and trying to avoid grenades being chucked at me by the dispatch robots or things like that. So make sure you control your light. Very, very important for long-term survival in a lab. We're also going to get the gun out. We're going to get the sniper rifle out. Alright. Let's go see what we got. Well, they broke the computer. I need to be wearing my goggles. I'm not. Where are my goggles?